writing a lot of songs, not a lot of jokes. Jordan asked for a song for Christmas, and she's like, like Adam Sandler, the wedding singer. And then she just plays like acoustic guitar. I was like, close enough. Ukulele. Do it.
Have you at least looked up his song? From the one that Adam Sandler actually wrote for the movie?
I know, my neighbor said that like he
It was just a love island, and it's like literally the sweetest freaking thing. It's like, oh, it's literally like, yeah, but it's, I mean, you don't let it affect your
there's a lot I haven't seen, but I'm moving on. Moving on to old movies. I don't even know what happened. But everybody signed up? Yeah. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome to Pinboys. Welcome to Pinboys, where the stage is always open to everyone and there's never any rules except have fun. Welcome to Pinboys. Welcome to Pinboys. So put your name on the list, have no fear. Trust me, we like you if we call you a queer. Welcome to Pinboys. Welcome to Pinboys. It's like we tell the same 5 jokes to the same 5 folks. Actually, there was this joke I used to tell people all the time. It was one of the first jokes that actually got me in trouble. It was one of the first times I was told not to tell that joke on stage anymore. It was about a website called golfknickers.com. And I said that I was sure that white people were excited that they could buy knickers again. And that is how the website was created. And I like the idea of the fact that before anybody checks out, they have to check this little box that says, "Knicker, please." And like, I don't know. And I was like, of course they come in different colors. And like the best part about knickers is they are machine washable. But everybody knows that knickers have to be hung to dry. And don't bring your baby unless he smokes. Welcome to Pinboys. Welcome to Pinboys. You say whatever you want. Go ahead, pull the trigger. Say fuck. Say cunt. Say vinegar. Welcome to Pinboys. Welcome to Pinboys. Where the stage is always open to everyone and there's never any rules. working on it. Been trying that motherfucker since, I don't know. But as you guys can tell, I don't give up on things that I'm not good at. I'm still doing comedy. But it's cool, it's been awesome. It was great to find my old notebook. I found that golf knickers and I was inspired. Hey, come in! Oh God. Oh God, I've never picked up a black woman that easily before. Holy shit! Holy shit! I didn't even have any jokes prepared. Are they really coming in?
Yeah.
No way! Yeah! Hey! We're doing open mic comedy in here. You guys gonna play games? You wanna enjoy the show? Welcome to the show. Anyway, thank you guys. That's awesome. That's awesome. As you guys saw, some of you saw earlier, I don't have the best memory. And people blame that on the fact that I smoke a lot of weed. But I didn't smoke a lot of weed today, and my memory's still fucked up. And like one of the things I know that affects I started realizing that I might have a memory problem. And I was sitting on the toilet, and I looked down, and my pants were down around my ankles, and I was like, "What the fuck am I doing in here? Like, why am I sitting on the toilet?" So I was like, I don't know. I couldn't remember why I was sitting there, so I just stood up and walked out of the bathroom. And about 2 steps out of the bathroom, I realized I definitely took a shit. And I definitely didn't wipe or wash my hands or anything, but I was like, fuck, we gotta start the Pinboys mic, so I'm just gonna come up here and do what I gotta do. It's cool. Now, but one of the things I like to do when I'm on the toilet is I do like to Google just to pick up some random knowledge, and I found out that on February 25th, 2019, Walmart officially eliminated the greeter position. It's completely gone. It's done. It's whatever. And, I also heard on the way here on the radio that 99% of adults with autism are unemployed. I'm just saying, Walmart. Walmart could bring back that position, because what Walmart did when they got rid of the greeter position, a lot of you might still recognize that there are people still at the door at Walmart. There are still people that fucking tell you to put a mask on or give you sanitizer or whatever. There's still people that do that. But those aren't the greeters anymore. Those people are called customer hosts. And their job description is anyone without a diminished mental capacity. They can perform this job up to snuff. Basically, don't be retarded and you go to Walmart. And that's what they've done. I also saw a sign that said "Step Up" for Down syndrome. And all I know is anytime I've ever heard the phrase "step up," anytime anyone's ever come to me and been like, "Hey man, you need to step up," because I'm not doing something good enough. So I don't know who's mad at these people with Down syndrome that they had to put a fucking billboard up to say, "Hey, do better." You know, but I'm thinking if Walmart just brought back that fucking greeter position, they'd all be employed. They'd be drooling on shit, or whatever they do. That's cool. I am happy to be here. You guys happy to be here? Yeah. You guys excited? I'm excited to see all your smiling faces. I was sure this mic was going to fill up the way it did as soon as all the other competition was going. That's cool. I'm still happy to see you guys. I'm still happy to be here. I did get high enough that I was just laying down in my backyard alone, just vibing with nature, and like a bee came by and he went over, and he came back. I was like, all right. Like, I'm just gonna let him be. And he was like, I'm like, hey man, you're actually kind of bugging me. Can you move on? Can you get out of here? And he's like, no man, I'm just gonna hang out right here. I'm like, it's cool, no, I prefer if you just, I don't really, it's making me uncomfortable. He's like, no, I'm just kind of like, oh, can you he buzz off. He's like, yeah, I'm cool, man, I'm just gonna hang out right. I'm just cool. I'm like, cool, can you just, as long as you just leave me alone. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna leave you alone, it's fine, I'm just gonna chill right. He's like, I'm gonna chill right here, playing your ear. And I was like, fuck, I gotta fuck this bee up. But at the same time, I was like, I'm outside. This is where the bee lives. This is like his area. I can't be mad at the bee for doing what he does outside. Like, I feel like I can relate to the bee. Like, I feel like a bee when I'm inside. Like, I just want to do like, nobody gets mad at bugs for doing their own shit. You know what I mean? Like, nobody gets mad at a bee for making a hive or whatever. Like, but people get mad at me for doing what I want to do. Like, doing my own shit. I'm not trying to fuck with you, but it bugs me when you're mad at me for doing some shit that you don't like that I do. You know what I mean? Nobody's mad at a spider for going in a beehive and dying. understand what I'm saying? If I don't accept you into my hive, I'll fucking sting you. You understand? That being said, I'd like to introduce some of the baddest bees in fucking Virginia Beach coming. All of Hampton Roads coming. My hive here, bro. I love you guys. I'm so excited. I'm so happy that you guys are here. You guys excited to find out who's going to win $25 tonight? Give it to us by Pinboys. It's going to be one of you. It's going to be the person that claps the loudest who gets $25. I've lied before. I've lied a lot of times before. And I'm going to stop lying, you guys. There's no reason to vote. I'm just going to pick a white girl. Oh, shit. Damn it. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's going to be fun. You guys already know the rules, no restrictions. I'm going to give you the light at 5 minutes. And then you can keep going if you want to, or you can just wrap it up. So you get the light at 5. It's a light night, so you can just keep going if you want to. But yeah, so 5 minutes, you'll get the light, and you can just keep on rolling after that. Obviously, no rules, no restrictions. You have to get drunk. You can't leave here if you can walk out of the room. That's a new rule that they probably put in. Anyway, you guys ready to get the show going? Yeah. All right. Haven't seen her in a while. I'm happy she's here. Put your hands together for Miss Amber Forehead.
This worked out perfect for me. I was like, I'm not going to compete tonight. And Tyrell was like, well, you can have 5 minutes and then just keep going. So this is the Amber Forehand News Show tonight. I'm going to do an hour and a half. I'm working it for my show on Wednesday. Hey, guys. No, but really. So I do have a show on Wednesday. It's at Elation Brewery. You guys should come if you feel interested. Yeah. Yes. It's a fun time. It's going to be for comedians. Come out if you can. I also wanted to let you guys know Comedy Night at the Barrel is taking a little hiatus, but it'll be back on December 28th, and there will still be a $50 prize. Yeah. In the meantime, I'm going to start doing trivia, you guys. I am. We're going to get stupid fun. I've been talking to some people and some skills that they got. And I was like, how'd you get those skills? And they were like, I ran a trivia mic. And I was like, holy shit, we're getting real. So if you feel like trivia, it starts tomorrow at the Barrel at 8 p.m. Come hang out with me. Tyrell was talking about Down syndrome. And I don't know, we got musical right before he started the open mic tonight, and my mind went 1, 2, 3, 4, gotta get up, get down, gotta get up, get down. 1, 2, 3, 4, gotta get up, get down syndrome. So, Rachel, I have heard, is alive and well. Which makes me so happy inside, but there's a part of me that thinks she's a figment of my imagination now. Like literally everybody I know has talked to or seen her, even my husband, and all I've heard is just her voice, like a faint echo. Yeah, I miss my Rachel. She's like my comedy mom, so. Is Eric with her?
You mean you don't see him either?
You guys, this is getting too real. On notes of crazy, I don't know if you guys have Spotify, but they do this rundown every year that shows you what your most played songs are. And one of my most played songs from 2021 was the song Goodbye Horses by Q Lazarus, which is the song that Buffalo Bill dances to and tucks his penis between his legs in Silence of the Lambs. And I've been asked several times, why is that on my playlist in 2021, and especially one of my top 5 songs? And I don't have an answer for that. because I can't say that I like to dance to it. It's got a completely different connotation. I like the beat. That doesn't work too well either. I may just be crazy. Anyway, I like that song. It jams. It jams for me. My the whole premise about video games, invoking violence in children is now in the media again. Guns in general kill people. Alec Baldwin is proof, right? Like, we know this. And I just find it so interesting because, like, GTA was supposed to basically teach us to avoid the cops, right? We didn't do too well at that. Call of Duty, Halo, avoid the enemy, right? But you know who really, really nailed it on the head? Sonic the Hedgehog. Because the whole time, he's running away from the white man obsessed with technology. Sonic the Hedgehog was the one that had it right all along. And nobody gives that little furry motherfucker any credit. Come on, man. Sonic the Hedgehog had it all along. Let's see. I recently got a Manscaped.
What?
A man, look, she laughs, she knows. Even in today's hypersexual aware culture, I know that most people look at me and think, that's a woman. So when I say, I've got a Manscaped, they're like, what? What has she got down there that has to be honed back so intensely that it needs a man's effort down there? So I got this thing in the mail, and they did not have a female version online. There is no Womanscape. There is only a Manscape. And I was like, I want to take care of this shit so well that I want the man's version. I already know that a man's razor is better. So obviously his trimmer is going to be better. I got it in the mail. I cut it on in the shower. I go to get to business. And I realize it's got a flashlight on the end. I can tell you one thing. That's why there's not a Womanscape. Most women have never even looked at their cha-cha, let alone with a flashlight. I saw all crevices of my pure, red-headed, burning bush exposed just in its earthly, heavenly, gaping abyss. And I shined a light into it. I saw my soul, I came back, and I decided it's a pretty good damn tool. I highly recommend the Manscaped to you guys. I really do. And unfortunately, the flashlight feature is not something that you can just cut off on its own. When you use it, you're looking at it in high, fine detail. But you know what? My cha-cha's gonna look better! All right, I'm Amber Morgan Hughes. Thanks, you guys!
Keep it going for Amber Forehead Hughes, everybody. Anyone else hard? I heard that gaping abyss. Now, what really got me was when you described it as earthy. Like a little terrain down there. Okay. Go four-wheeling or something. Don't they call those things like the lawnmower fucking? Just imagine trimming the fucking hedges. What the fuck are you using? Anyway, this next dude, I wonder what he uses on his pubes. Put your hands together for Mr. Miles Willie.
blade shaving razor.
Oh man.
That green motherfucker works magic. You can use it when you're dry or wet. That means women can use it too. You know what I'm saying? Oh shit. Ah, it's Monday. I'm at Pinboys. Hey, look, man. Did anybody, when they was growing up, have an elaborate plan to not end up being 25 and living with their mama? I'm dead serious, man. Like, I had a plan, man. I had a dream, matter of fact. My dream didn't come true.
What? No.
So much for believing in Martin Luther King and shit, you know what I mean? Oh man, but no, for real, I wanted to be out of the house by now. Like, I wanted to go to college and do this and do that. But you know, when things work out how they work out. I was at my dog house the other day smoking weed. We was watching the fight, right? Now, one of his family members comes over, and everybody from either Philly or Jersey and shit. But people like to go out to DC and shit. So we get to talking about DC. And come to find out, the housing laws in DC are very different than they are in Virginia. See, in DC, you can spend a night at somebody's house, and then guess what? You fucking live there. I got a fucking plan. I'm gonna get on Tinder. I'm only matching with women from DC. The first one I matched with, I'm pulling up and I'm spending the night. And I ain't just bringing myself and some rubbers. I'm coming with my PlayStation. I'm coming with my 2K. I got all my clothes in a garbage bag. I don't know why I was gonna say grocery bag, but shit. Probably put my drawers in the grocery bag. Everything, and my shit will be separated. You had one set of bags and another set of bags. And the set of bags, the first one will be clean clothes. The second one will be dirty clothes. Shit, I don't even wash my own clothes. My mama do that for me. Fuck y'all. I'm playing. I do my own laundry. I'm not a baby like that. Well, you know what I'm saying? Y'all took that too serious. Life is not meant to be taken seriously. Like, it's like getting a pair of white Air Force Ones. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to white Air Force Ones, you gotta keep them clean. You know, white is right with these motherfuckers. But let me tell you something though. It doesn't make you a bum if you happen to get a little dirt on them. You can just clean it off. You know what I'm saying? It's not that serious. Now, some things in life are that serious. Some things are a matter of life and death. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a white woman, you have sex with a black man, and have a mixed baby, that does make you a nigger lover. Woo. Oh, for real. And if y'all have a baby, that's the evidence of it right there. And with those babies, you can't just wipe it off. If that was the case, Taylor Edwards would be the same color as Justin. Oh. Hell yeah. I'm not a racist. I'm just really high. You ever get really fucked up and you just get creative and you get really fucked up while you're being creative and you don't realize how fucked up the shit you talking about is? Yeah. I'm dead serious. Like, hold on, where did I just fucking go with that? I didn't have right any of that. This is like back when I had a porn addiction. My mind was dark as hell. And let me tell y'all something. Porn will give you a dirty mind. You ain't know that? I'm gonna teach you something today, buddy. Porn will give you a dirty mind. The other day, I was talking to a friend of mine about Netflix TV series that I like. I was talking about the Upshaws. Now, I was here at Pinboys and I heard a certain name, and with my dirty mind, you know what I'm saying, it went the way it went. I heard somebody talking about the Squid Games. Now, I'm thinking, okay, what? Squid Games. I'm like, oh, buddy, is something you need to tell me? It's like, no, what you talking about? Something you need to tell me? It's like, no, what is it? I'm like, Squid Games? That sounds like a hentai series, dog. I mean, it's one thing to watch dildos and fingers go up in the pussy, but when you watching tentacles, you got a problem. I mean, seriously, if you like watching Squidward do little freaky shit on Pornhub, something wrong with you. I'm serious. And if you think the bitch really gonna blush when the tentacle goes up in there, something's really fucking wrong with you. Yeah, that was too dark. even for Pinboys. Oh man, let me stop making stuff up and just talk about some real shit. Oh man, and I got let me tell you something. It don't matter if you, for the people watching this, if you part of LGBTQ, that's cool. But just know this: if you was born a male and you want to grow up to be a woman, you gotta learn how to act mating. Like it's not mating like to walk around with a sundress on and your shit like this.
Oh.
That's not mating like tuck it up, motherfucker. That's it. That's my time. Yeah.
Give it one more, Miles Willie, everybody. I could see you looking at you. That shit was, I don't know that I've ever smoked so much weed and been like, bitch, you a nigga lover. Like, I don't. It's just never. It was cool, man. It was cool. I want to get that high. I want to get as high as you one day, Miles. Fucking make it happen. All right, it's gonna happen. And I hope we all take your advice. Specifically, your next comic. Don't forget to tuck your dick when you wear your sundress. Put your hands together for Mr. Matthew Hubbard. Let's go, Pinboys.
Awesome. So it's been a long week. I just came here. It's Monday. I just needed a hug from Tyrell. Yeah. So, made my day. I can get off the stage now. No, I'm just kidding. All right. So I feel like I've been getting old physically and mentally a lot faster than I thought I would. I'm only 28, so I don't feel like it's fair. I was talking to my granddad the other day, and I asked him, I was like, man, when did you start waking up in pain? He was like, I was probably about 10 years ago, probably about 75. I'm like, shit, that is not good for me. I'm already waking up in pain. I feel myself getting old mentally. Like the other day, me and my family, my fiance and my stepson, we went to Chick-fil-A for breakfast. So we pull up in the drive-thru, and I'm asking everybody what they want. He says, I just want, it's breakfast. He said, I want a chicken biscuit and a chocolate milkshake. And that just infuriated me.
Yeah.
For no reason. He's 10 years old, breakfast, and he wants a milkshake. So he says, you know what? I'm going for it. Chocolate milkshake. I'm infuriated. I'm like, no, you can't have a chocolate milkshake for breakfast. It is 9:30. You can't start the day off with a chocolate milkshake. So we're sitting in the line, and I can tell my fiance is thinking, why can't he have a chocolate milkshake? But I ignore it, and it's just going around in my head, the audacity of this 10-year-old to ask for a chocolate milkshake. I would have never thought of doing something like that at 10 years old. But I would have. So I'm sitting in the line and just going through my head, and I feel like I have to say something, because I instantly was like, no, shut that down. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm just like my parents. And everybody here, I'm pretty sure, was like, when I grow up, I'm not going to be anything like my parents. But I realized I was being exactly like my parents. So I felt like I wasn't getting him a chocolate milkshake, but I felt like I had an out. So I was like, I'll ask him. The milkshake machine, they're not going to be giving out milkshakes at 9:30. So I was like, you know what, bud? I'll ask him. So we're sitting in the line. I know I'm going to get out scot-free on this because nobody gets a milkshake at 9:30. We get up there. I'm like, hey, can I get a chicken biscuit, pepper jack cheese for me? Can I get a parfait for my fiance? I don't know why I'm telling the people at Chick-fil-A who the food's exactly for, but I was doing it. So then I was like, and can I get a plain chicken biscuit with chocolate milkshake? And they, sure enough, were like, sure thing, sir. You can get a fucking chocolate milkshake at 9:30 a.m. from Chick-fil-A. And I was shocked. So this little shit got a milkshake at 9:30. But that's one of the examples of how I feel like I'm getting old mentally, along with the fact that when I was young, if you would have told me before I was having sex, so like I was probably like 18, whatever. I was a late bloomer, you know what I mean? So if you would have told me when I was a virgin that I would choose sleep over sex one day, I would have called you insane. But sure enough, that's what I do. All the time. So in the morning, I'll wake up and I don't think to myself, man, I'm gonna wake up early so I can have some sex. Me and my girl are gonna do the sex. That's how the kids say, right? Do the sex? Yeah, do the sex. So I don't wake up for that. When I wake up, I'm not thinking about sex. I'm thinking about wanting more sleep. And I feel like there's a lot of, I was talking to some friends at work, and they're like a bunch of these macho men who are like, oh no, sex is everything. I'm like, bullshit. If they sent us home from work right now, you know what you'd go home and do? You wouldn't go home and have sex. You'd go home and sleep. None of us really want to have more sex. We want more sleep. That's why we hit the snooze button 15 times before we go to work. So physically, I'm getting old because I'm starting to have some insomnia, and I didn't have it when I was young. So obviously, that must be an old people thing. So I'm having a hard time. If you don't know what insomnia is, it's when you can't sleep. You have a hard time getting to sleep. So I see this ad for this medicine called Viago, whatever, doesn't matter. Daviago, that's it, Daviago. So I'm watching it, and they say Daviago is helps with insomnia. It's a sleeping pill. Ask your doctor, take back your sleep. It's real dramatic. All the people in the commercial are doing things in a well-lit room where I assume they're supposed to be having a good time, but their sleep is getting in their way. So say ask for it, and it just says take back your sleep, and then starts listing off the side effects and warnings. First warning is don't operate a vehicle or heavy machinery while on Daviago. That makes sense. The second thing it says is you may do things in your sleep without knowing. So that seems like a contradiction of your first rule. How the fuck am I supposed to know if I'm doing something like operating heavy machinery if you said I might do it in my sleep without knowing? So then it says, the one that got me, it said, Daviago, number one side effect is causes sleepiness. It's like, that checks out, that makes sense. I don't know why that's a side effect. That should just be the desired effect. So I'm thinking they were just bragging, but if a sleeping pill wanted to brag, I think they should have just said, our sleeping pill won't cause you to send out racist tweets at 3 a.m. like Roseanne Barr on Ambien. Try Daviago. All right, guys, that's my time. Tyrell.
Keep it going, 900, everybody. Good shit. I saw an ad for Lyrica. It's like for diabetic foot pain. And one of the side effects was you may have suicidal thoughts. And I was like, how did that drug make it to market? Like, they had to test it on people, right? Like, they had to test people, and they're like, people are coming in, and they're like, I'm thinking about killing myself. And the doctor's like, yeah, but does your foot hurt? Like, I mean, do we cure your foot pain? Then the fucking drug works. Like, you know what I mean? It works. Fucking get out of here. Like, who cares? So, yes. This next person, known for having the least pain in his feet, put your hands together for Mr. Justin T.
A lot of y'all, well, keep it going for Tyrell. We go for Pinboys for letting us do our mic. Oh, he's clowning me on the whole feetless pain because I'm wearing Dragon Ball Z slides out to a bar on a Monday. I showed up and I was like, this is the best decision. I am so comfy. And then like I was using the bathroom and I was like, yo, if I have to poop, there's no way to avoid saying it wasn't me. My favorite thing is I brought a friend of mine, Daniela, here. She went, who's that? Who's this guy right now? And I went, Tyrell Shackelford. She goes, no, like, what's his job? And I went, what? And she went, is he the narrator?
Oh my God.
And I went, thank you.
Yes. Justin gets his first.
Keep it on the same like train. 49ers won this week.
What? What the fuck?
They won this week, right?
Oh.
Oh man, well, I guess that was last week's joke. Well, when you write a punchline, you hope it doesn't land like what I just did. Like, hey, that's funny. It's like, man, that didn't happen. No, it's not even a good joke, but it would have beat the 49ers this week. I know. I thought you were gonna bring me up meaner, man. Like you usually do. Like usually I'm like, we're good friends. You just like make me feel bad. This is how I know we're good friends. We laugh through it. I don't know, I've been in a weird headspace. Last Monday I cracked a beer and then I didn't stop till Saturday morning, which wasn't a good week. But during that week, I got so drunk that I was like, you know what? I need a break from writing punchlines. I'm going to write pickup lines.
Oh no.
And I came up with one, and I was like, I'm going to use this one. And after using it once, I'll tell you, I'll never use it again. It was pretty bad. She's ahead of me right now. So I went to PBR in Hampton. Has anyone been? Yeah. That's terrible. Don't go back. So I go to PBR in Hampton, and I'm like, I got this pickup line. It's surefire. Ain't no way this isn't gonna work. It's gonna be fun. And I get there, and I'm like, you know what? I've only had like 12 beers today, and I've been on like a way higher pace Monday through Thursday. So Friday, I need a little bit more. So I have like several beers and shots at PBR Hampton, and I'm like finally drunk enough that I'm like, I got courage, I got this now. And this is exactly how it went. I walked up to this girl, and I went, and she immediately had the face of like, I was like, already started. Once you start, you can't stop. Just like an open mic, it's like, I gotta make it to the light. So I'm like, hey, you're a silly goose, and it's hunting season. Pow, pow.
Oh no.
And I forget I'm doing a pickup line, and I treat it like a punchline, and I'm waiting. She went, do you have a fucking gun? Been drunk since Monday. Just reasons. She just walks away, and I'm like, all right, I'll try that again after a cigarette. So I go outside, I'm replaying the game footage in my head, and I'm like, obviously she didn't get it. This is her fault. So I finish my cigarette, I finish half my beer, and where it is you smoke in the back, and you go in through the back doors from where you have a cigarette, and next thing you know, arms come around my throat into a rear naked choke, and I went, I've upset someone. A second man comes down and picks me up by my ankles Which at first I was like, this is highly uncomfortable. I'm hanging by neck and ankles. But luckily, it was a team effort. A third one came in and picked up on my hips, and I was like, these guys have higher tenure. Like, they know what's going on. They're like, obviously, it's a crime on us if we carry him the football field out like that. And I'm getting carried out, and if you've ever met me, heard me, or know that this is about normal for me, this isn't the first time. Like, it's not like police. Like, you hope police are like, freeze, it's cops. It's not like they're like, freeze, it's bouncers. Like, they just usually scoop you up, and you're like, all right, this is normal when it's happened enough times. So I'm getting carried by bouncers. This is fun. And then we go through the front doors. They use my feet to open the doors. I gotta say, kudos. Yelp review, 5 out of 5 for getting carried out by bouncers when they use your feet first. So nice of them. Feet first, and then they flip me onto my belly onto the concrete. And in my experience, our transaction has finished. I'm outside. I'm on the ground. Have fun making the 75 for tonight. And you worked for it. I gave you a job. But they didn't leave. Next thing you know, I start getting patted. My shirt comes up a little bit. At one point, one of the mans shoves his hands into the back of my pants, and 4 stranger man fingers go on my butt cheek. And in my head, I'm like, I don't think these are bouncers anymore. And there's a first for everything.
Oh my God.
And where they slam me, I'm looking at the doorman who's just shaking his head, and in the most masculine way, I'll do it exactly how I did it. Like, I kept prepared. I went, so I think they're trying to rape me. Like I said it. It was probably more high pitched if I'm honest. And he just kept shaking his head, and I'm like, I'm about to get raped by 3 men in front of a fake country bar while a doorman cucks disappointedly. And that's when this is the first time they've spoken to me, and they went, "Where's the gun? Where's the gun?" And I went, "I don't have a gun." That's how I screamed, "Don't rape me," by the way. I don't have a gun. And they like helped me up. They're like, this girl with like this giraffe top told us you were armed and had weapons. And I went, "No, you see what happened was," and I went, "Hey, you're a silly goose." And then them and the doorman, all 4 are shaking their head disappointed, but the biggest one, who I think was in charge, went, "Oh, our bad. If you come back in, we'll give you a free beer." To which I responded, "No, I'm going home." Because I was done. I was like in the mindset of like, I have literally made conscious decisions to only commit petty crimes my entire life, to never get hard time, to which could put me in a situation where a man rear naked chokes me, picks up my ankles, and a third one grabs my hips and takes me into a shower. But it was in PBR Hampton that I thought I should have stolen bigger shit. That's all right. That's my story. Thank you all very much for your time. Keep it going for your host, Tyrell Shackelford, ladies and gentlemen.
Keep it going, boy. Justin, I think I'm the team. I'm gonna just isolate that audio. 4 strange sausage-like white warm fingers caressing the side of my milky white cheeks. Anybody else hard? I'm staying. All right. You guys having a good time out there? Yes, let's keep this show going with Pinboys' favorite half-breed. Put your hands together for Mr. Taylor Edwards.
How you doing, everybody? Everybody, yeah. Yeah. Everybody, hi. Hi. Sound like my disappointed aunt. So you don't like my banana pudding? Not that good. Well, hi. I didn't do much over the last couple of weeks, or really the last week. So it's not gonna be that good, guys. I just deal with white people a lot, and some of my favorite things about white people. I think my new favorite type of white person is the complaining white. There's a lot of them. So it's like I'm in a good time in my life, at least, because I just found out about them in like the best way. Because every white person I hear complain about white privilege is always the same kind of white person. Like everyone that complains about like, where's my white privilege? But well, you grew dreads and you wear Timbs every day, bud. You joined the losing team. Like you had the privilege, and then you're like, I think I should dress like the people who get fucking killed all the time, and then I'm gonna be upset that I get treated like it. I thought it was funnier to me. I just think those guys are the best. I like my second favorite is white people who complain about other racist white people to me. I'm like I know. I'm like, I know, bud. Like, they're not fun to be around. But they always say it like, I'm one of you. Me and you, right? Wrong. Like, nobody likes me. I remember being 6 years old, finding out I was biracial. I was like, when I grow up, everybody's gonna accept me. It was like, and then like 3 years later, I got called nigger for the first time. I was like, that happens, Dad? And he was like, yeah, and you're not. Like, this sucks, Dad. What the fuck, Dad? I thought we fucked the white lady to get out of it.
Doesn't work.
It doesn't work. I found that out when I started fucking white ladies. It doesn't work. I've never got worse looks than when I stole white women from white men. I mean, that's how it's perceived, at least. The way I'm looked at is like, who the fuck? Like, did he trip? Is she safe? If anybody, you two fine black ladies back there, if you ever decide to do comedy, just don't do it. Thank you for supporting, but don't do it. But, because like the worst thing about comedy is the people. It's like, that's what I came to find out. I thought it would be the best part. Like, oh, you're gonna meet cool, creative people who think like you. The crowds are gonna be like you. Everybody's gonna be out to support, have a good time. But then most people are just assholes, or they think like higher of themselves than they should. Like I feel like it's mostly audiences that think that. It's not so much the comedians, though we're terrible people. But I was at a mic a little while ago, and I heard a woman having a conversation, and the phrase that stuck out to me was, you know, as an actress, I just think it's kind of crazy that, and then I tuned out because I got like immediately upset because she was sitting next to me at a shitty open mic, and she referred to herself as an actress. And I wanted to turn around and say, excuse me, as a waitress. That's what you meant to say, right? Right? Because I'm still waiting on my drink. I'm just saying, because like, you're acting like a bad waitress. If that's your role, like, yeah, you're fucking killing it.
But I don't see you as an actress. I see you as the fucking chick who needs to get me my drink. All surfers need to get me my drink. Jesus, you guys got tight. You got really tight because it's a woman who happened to say it. That's it. The same thing about a white guy. We'll get out of here on this. I don't have anything. Thank you.
Give it up for Taylor Edwards, everybody. Taylor Edwards, the representation of duality and racism. You understand what I'm saying? Because if he was all white and did the same set he just did, you know the problem with black people. That motherfucker. You would be one of those people complaining, I didn't have privilege. I grew up in a trailer park. You get the fuck. Yeah, that's the kind of what privilege you got. You guys having a good time? I'm having a great time. I'm having a good time. And I know as stacked as this list is, somehow we found a way to squeeze in somebody I've never seen perform on this stage before. And I'm excited about that. And you guys should be excited about that too. Put your hands together. For the first time on the Pinboy stage, Miss D. Miss D, the letter D. Big D. Let's go. Big D. D. Big D. D.
Thank you. Big D is clearly not physically big. There we go. So I'm actually going to use his ukulele because I typically play ukulele and I don't do comedy shows. However, yeah. However, I've never done a show drunk, so let's see how this goes.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's okay if it's not tuned. It's fine. Oh man, that's bad.
It's way out. Yeah. It's like days out. I have it. I can tune it. I can tune it. Yeah, maybe 35 You're already doing better than Justin.
I don't know about that. His story was fucking hilarious. I told him his misfortune makes people laugh, so just keep doing it. Keep getting kicked out and punched in the face. Man, we're gonna do this with an untuned ukulele. It's gonna be great. So I wrote this song on Valentine's Day a couple years ago, and it is a love song. It's very near and dear to my heart. And a girlfriend of mine, she took me out to a coffee shop, and I ordered avocado toast for the first time 2 years ago. I fell in love. So this song is a rap song about avocado toast.
Okay.
So here we go. All right. Good God.
They're really gonna try to play chords.
Goodness gracious, I may have to do this a cappella. Shit.
If you won't come.
I can work with that.
Yeah.
Green and smushy with some lemon so juicy. Add some bread, feel okay every day. Call it babe, avocado toast. Instagram post. Everything please, it's the bee's knees. Fatty and organic gets brand, you better panic. Cause it goes bad, but it's a white girl fad. Avocado toast. Avocado toast. Newest obsession, it's my great confession. Don't forget the coffee. What runs a coffee? Snack or meal is not a big deal. I wake up feeling cravings, but some of the time I don't have savings. Make it yourself in the produce section. If you want some more, just ask for direction. Avocado toast, avocado toast. No need to boast, no need to boast. If you make it, show me, please. And that is all. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Keep it going for D, everybody. Hope you've been appreciating my narrating tonight.
Very much so.
I am narrating in my head every time somebody's up there. Like, she's fucking up my guitar. Never gonna be able to play a song for my wife now. No. It was good. It was good. You guys excited? You guys excited to find out who's got the most white privilege in this room? Yeah. Turns out it's your next comic. Put your hands together for Mr. Jonathan Williams.
Well, Tyler, you jumped the gun on me. But Taylor, I kind of agreed with what you said. It's a lot of white people that are always bitching about, what white privilege do they have. See, I knew I was born with it, but, I, squandered it away by getting, a 1.8 high school GPA, all that kind of shit. You have, you're born with it. It's your choice whether or not you want to get rid of it. But, pretty much like at Thanksgiving, if the dessert is Rice Krispie treats, your family it's gone. Your white privilege is already gone. It's already been used up. So it's not black people's fault.
No shit.
Just keeping that. Sorry, I pissed
all we need. All we need right there.
Anyway, so in exactly 2 weeks, be my birthday.
Woo!
Yeah. Astrology chicks is scary. Run. So in exactly 2 weeks, I will be 32 years old, which means in only 10 years, I will finally be the age of what you guys thought I was. Yeah. But I don't know. And Justin, I really thought at the end of your set you were about to write your letter to Penthouse. I really thought that story was gonna end so much differently. He's like, it was a lucky. But I was trying to help my dad today because he's a little down in the dumps. He had fluid in the back of his eye, which he was upset about. I was kind of excited because he's always worked in the Navy and been on ships, and they were talking about they might have to remove his eye, and I was like, Dad, if they remove your eye, you have to wear an eye patch and a hat and just fucking wear it and just work on all the ships. But they fired him instead. They were like, you're a shoe. So he's kind of depressed about that. I was trying to lighten him up, but he was like, your jokes aren't funny. So it's the same thing at home when I come here. But they needed some help today, and there was this huge fucking tree branch that was about to die and probably kill my mom's dog or something. So my mom's calling. She's like, can you come over here? Your father's up in the tree with a saw, and not like a he had the table saws, a little spinning wheel. He didn't know what the hell he was doing.
Oh my god.
Yeah. my father is not a handyman at all. My mother taught me how to shave. I'll put it like that. But anyways, so but with everything going on, my dad, he's feeling a little down and shit. He's sitting there and I finally like I get the tree branch to break, and I'm an asshole. Like I was playing that Timberland song, like whatever, Let It Timber. Fuck that part of the joke because I don't even fucking remember the song. But I was playing that while the fucking branch was falling, and there was like like it snaps, but it's still hanging on by like a little bit of a thread. So I had like this machete that had like a little like serrated edge on the other side, like trying to cut it off. And my dad's like, John, don't worry, I got it. And he's like holding the thickest part of the branch. And I was like, Dad, I thought I was a suicidal one in the family. What the fuck are you doing? I mean, it's close to Christmas. He doesn't have a job. I really think my dad's plan today was for me to take him out. Like, it was fucked up. He tried to give me like a assistal suicide. I got a great family, man. Speaking of great family, so my nephew is always helping out. My mom's got like bad back, bad knees. She's like 3 surgeries ready for becoming like Darth Vader and be like half robot. But so he's always like mowing the grass for her, fucking like vacuuming and shit. But he just got accepted into the Coast Guard because I guess it's like it's not as gay as when you go into the Navy. I don't know. But anyway, like so he's gonna be leaving in a month or 2, and so like my mom has one of those like fancy ass like shark vacuums, and she thought it was cool when she got it, but it's heavy as shit. So she can't really use it. So my nephew was always vacuuming the floor for her, and they call it fucking. So, but my brother got one of those little like Roomba shit or whatever, and it's a little shark vacuum too, and they started calling it Quentin Jr. And I was like, hold on. I was like, the other vacuum is a shark, the little Roomba is a shark. You're calling it Quentin Jr. I was like, Quentin, did you get curious one night and just put the, everyone's heard the stories about guys trying to put their dick on the vacuum. I really think he had the first little vacuum baby. Like they didn't buy that shit in the store. It's got like this, it like goes crooked and shit. It's kind of stupid like him. I don't know. Out of all the things I wrote for jokes, and I was like, why did you write this? This is such a bad idea. I don't know, but I'm getting the fuck off the stage. Y'all have fun.
Keep it going, Jonathan Williams, everybody. Word of advice, Jonathan. Jokes about vacuums suck. All right. I used to have a dream that my vacuum cleaner was trying to kill me. I threw it out the window. Anyway, life's tough when you're 37 and smoke a lot of weed. Believe in everything. All right, guys, it's the saddest part of the show because I have to bring up this next comment. I always hate it. I saved all of the mean intros just for this one piece of shit motherfucker. No. I'm just kidding. He's the last comic, which is what's the most disappointing for me, but so is his body. So put your hands together for Mr. David Alvarado.
Give it up for Tyrell Shackelford, everyone. What some would call a friend. Not me anymore, but some. Just kidding, y'all. 'Tis the season. 'Tis the season. 'Tis the season to fatten up. Yeah. I'm like straight up like I'm gaining pounds like I'm going into hibernation very soon. Which is weird because like I'm not a bear. I know, it's weird. If Matthew Parsons was here, he would call me out right now. It's a gay comedian. It's a gay joke, everyone. We're having fun. No, but I am trying to lose weight because like I'm trying to like I guess get in shape because I don't like the shape I'm in right now because it's kind of round, you know. Like if I work out a little bit, I might turn into an oval. But the ultimate goal is to become a shape that has corners. Right, like a rectangle, I would take edgewise even. Like anything that's not what it is right now. It's not great, but it's hard, man. It's hard. I actually have an eating disorder. I can't cook, Luckily, no, there's a lot of support groups like Taco Bell, Wendy's. It's great. Like I try to eat healthy. But it's so hard, man. Like, have you tried to eat a salad? Like anyone? Because it's rough, man. Like I guess what I want out of food is a mouthful, and like what you get if you eat salad, they give you a tinier fork, and you have to put all the things on the fork and then into your mouth, right? Like that. Like the delivery method is not working for me because Taco Bell, it's just in a wrap. You don't even have to chew it really. It's pre-processed. That shit is shit before you put it in your mouth, and it comes out the same fucking way. It's very weird. But I wish you did. Like I wish you didn't have to use utensils to eat healthy. Like think about it. Like all unhealthy foods are just finger foods. You know what I mean? Like I wish I could eat a salad with my bare hands. Ooh, I would eat the salad like groceries. You know what I mean? Like, out of this fucking world, it would be crazy. Yeah. Well, that kind of work. So I've been working a lot, and work sucks. I know. Yeah. No, I say that because I work at a radio station that plays primarily rock, and it kind of sucks. I've worked in media for like a bunch of years. Used to work at a TV station, and the weirdest thing about working in media is that the people that are on like mic or on camera, they always have like a different persona behind the microphone than they do in normal life. You know what I mean? Like for instance, I'll give you guys an example. The media voice. You know what I mean? Or you know what I'm talking about? Like, you guys ever like met someone you've seen on TV, like in real life? They don't sound the same fucking way. It's because they're doing a fucking bit. You know what I mean? Like they're afraid for people to hear their own voices. It's very, very weird because like I work at a rock station, and every rock jock sounds the exact same way. It's like, yeah, we're out here doing it's just like fucking. It's a little rasp, but a lot of annoying. And like when you talk to them in real life, it's just the annoying, not the best. And I've heard these people like rehearse their like getting on my. It's a lot of purging of the fucking throat to sound like you've been a smoker for 15 years. So instead of doing that, I'm just gonna smoke for 15 years. Because authenticity, baby. That's what I'm talking about. No, so here's the thing. People that are like on like rap stations sound way differently than people on like rock stations. You know what I mean? If you're a DJ at a rap station, it's not even your own voice that you're using. You're using the sound effects board more than anything else. You know what I mean? It's very crazy. It's just like and then it's like Lucy, and then boom, next song. It's pretty dope. I love it. It's a wild, crazy world we're living in, y'all. Anyway, I also get high a few times a day, and I was thinking on the way over here, like, what if there was a Dead Poet Society in heaven? Like, what would that look like? You know what I mean? Like, would Robert Frost be kicking it with Mac Miller? You know what I mean? Like, because rappers are poets, y'all. They just do it to a beat. Doesn't mean they aren't still just writing, like, bars about, like, sometimes real shit. I just like to see Maya Angelou kick it with Tupac, you know what I mean? That'd be pretty dope. I don't know. That's wishful thinking, I guess. Anyone here listen to country music? Kill yourself. All right. That's the end of my material. Bye.
Keep it going, David Alvarado. All the small things, two things, three things, I'll take. One with your right, best trip. Always, I know you'll be at my show, watching, waiting, commiserating. The show's over. No, I'm kidding. It's not. It's not. Did you guys have a good time tonight? Did you guys have a good time? I had a good fucking time tonight. I'm gonna come around. I'm gonna come around and take the votes. Can you sing a song, another song up here while I take the votes? Yeah. Do you have another song? Yeah. Okay. You can just do it a cappella. You don't have to use ukulele here. It's up to you. Whatever you want. You just didn't want it to be quiet while I'm taking the votes. It's up to you. If you want to, you don't have to.
Yeah, no, tell me what song to sing.
Okay, do whatever you want.
Wait, is that bad?
Yes.
That's selfish, isn't
Yes.
it? He told me,
He's like,
I'm calling you out.
I'm
He
gonna
said,
come back. I'm gonna come back to you. I'll give you a chance to decide.
wait, what?
Are you cool?
All right, cool.
I didn't think I was gonna do.
He told me, he said, you can come up here, just tell me who you want to vote for. I said, I want to vote for me. Is that selfish?
yes.
He said yes. And I agree with you, but I admit that that is selfish. So what song would you guys want to hear? Because I don't know what to sing at this point. But somebody called me up and I'm a little drunk. Favorite songs right now? Where did it come from? Where did it come from?
There's a lady in the back that's excusing you.
Oh God, hold up. Let me. Katy Perry. Okay. What? Roar. And the only part I remember is, and you're gonna hear me roar. Yeah, that's. I'm trying to remember the rest of it. I can sing the one where it's like, do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, which is the stupidest verse I ever heard. Cause it's really dumb. Take it easy. What? Tell me.
That's why I told you just sing your favorite song.
Favorite song.
Go easy on me. Go easy.
I knew it.
You need to be the one up here, not me. Okay. Well, sometimes I go out by myself and I look across the water. And I think I'm sitting around my t-shirt. I'm a little drunk, sorry, y'all. Valerie, why don't you come on over, Valerie? Yep, Valerie. Here we go. All right, ready? Did you have to go to jail? Put your house up for sale? Did you get a good lawyer? It's comedy, I don't know. Yeah, okay, all right. At this point, he told me, yeah. I'm going to that one.
Did you want to vote? Did you want to vote?
Wait, vote.
Look, if you would have used the ukulele, it would have helped you remember something.
Get up for Valerie. I mean, D. Get up for D, everybody. Get up for Valerie. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right that Erykah Badu was telling me what to say. It's all right. It's cool. You got to take those together. You guys, everybody in this room is talented. You know what I'm saying? This room is full of fucking talent. Just oozing out this stuff. Tonight's winner. So, everybody in this room is also a winner. You're all winners. Give it up for yourselves for doing very good. It's a very awesome show. Everyone got a vote. At least one vote. Everybody got at least one vote. It's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome. The person who squeaked it out at the end, the winner,
Mr. Fingers in his Butthole, Justin T. Thank you very much. Come back next week. It's close. This is where everybody gets in trouble. Yeah. Fuck this guy.